Hey, what's up everyone? Baller here. This is the second game that we have for today, May 2, 2024 NBA Game Day. Another Eastern Conference matchup, and this one will be between the New York Knicks, the number 2 team in the East, going up against number 7, Philadelphia 76ers. This will be game number 6, and currently the New York Knicks are actually up 3 games to 2. The game will actually be at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 9 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. And as we all know, we actually provide free picks right here in our YouTube channel. But for those who are actually interested to subscribe to our premium picks for MLB or for baseball, you can actually reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the descriptions of our videos and you will see the details right there. Now going back into the game, the spread that is given is minus 3.5, and that's given towards Philadelphia 76ers. Now for Philadelphia 76ers, they will have the home court advantage on this. Not only that, in terms of momentum, Philadelphia 76ers should be having the advantage as they are coming off that huge win that they got on game number 5, which actually extended their, the series for them, as I thought and I felt like the New York Knicks were about to go on to the next round. But, Maxey actually performed such performance that, a lot of us would never forget. Now, in terms of health and availability, let's take a look. Starting off with the New York Knicks, well, pretty much the same, Randall, Washington, Charlie Brown, all out. But Bojan Bogdanovic, it's been confirmed that Bogdanovic will not be able to join the New York Knicks again because he actually underwent this season-ending injury. For me, Bogdanovic hasn't been talked about for the Knicks, but really he is a huge help for the Knicks. He was actually giving them like 7 points, 8 points off the bench, and that's gonna be a hit. It's gonna be a hit for the New York Knicks. So 4 players out: Bogdanovic, Randall, Washington, and Charlie Brown, and we have Mitchell Robinson listed as questionable for this game. Now let's take a look at the opponent, Philadelphia 76ers. For Philadelphia 76ers, I only see a couple of players down here. Robert Covington confirmed out for the game, and is expected to not get back into the rest of the season. So, for those Covington fans out there, you might not be able to see him in this, in the uniform for this season again. Now, for Joel Embiid, he is actually tagged as questionable as well for game number 6 because of his knee. Now, despite of the fact that the one who's actually listed as out, not out, sorry, but hurt and questionable for Philadelphia, Embiid, there are just a couple of players in their IL, and the fact that for the Knicks got 4 are confirmed out. We got to give the advantage towards Philadelphia 76ers in terms of health and availability. Now this is gonna be crazy, This series, even though if you merely take a look at the scores, you won't understand how crazy this series was or has been, at least so far, huh? So we don't know what's gonna happen in game number 6. We don't even know if there's gonna be game number 7. Everything's pointing towards Philadelphia's direction for game number 6. They are at home. They got some momentum because of that huge win, thanks to Maxey. In terms of IL, they have just a couple of players in the injury list, and the Knicks have more. So everything is actually pointing towards Philadelphia 76ers. But again, if you have been watching this series, you know that you just don't know what's gonna happen. You just don't know what's gonna happen on each and every freaking game. May it be game number 1, game number 2, game number 3. With what they have shown, anything goes. Anything goes. I knew that a lot of us believed that the Sixers already got that win in game number 2, right? But it ended up that the Knicks won that game number 2. A lot of us actually were celebrating already thinking that the Knicks have already gone in towards the second round. But then the Sixers actually forced an OT. I'm talking about game number 5, and now we are in game number 6. So again, this has been a crazy battle between these two teams. So and if you take a look at it, even if those factors that I mentioned are pointing towards Philadelphia 76ers, the New York Knicks, yes, 76ers got the momentum now. But if you take a look at it, man, they got 3 wins already. They know that they just need 1 win, and I know that Philadelphia is gonna be at home, but we have to remember the New York Knicks actually won in Philadelphia in game number 4, so they know how to face those crowd. They know how to win on that particular court. Not only that, we know that there is a huge number of New York Knicks supporters in Philadelphia as well. So it's not like they would feel like they're totally visitors, if you know what I mean. Because thanks to the New York Knicks crowd. Now in terms of in terms of health, yes, I selected Philadelphia 76ers as the team who's got some advantage because of again the number of people who are in the injury list for the New York Knicks. But we have to remember, and sometimes we have to ask, how Embiid would be like. How would Embiid play? Simply put, how would Embiid play in game number 6, considering the fact that there have been 5 games already. It's been a tiring series. It's been crazy, and we know that Embiid will actually give his all just to make it to the second round. But again, how effective will he be? Now, those are just the kind of questions that pretty much nullify the advantages that Philadelphia has. And in such situations, just like what I've been saying in my other videos, if you don't know, if you're pretty much confused, there are just two teams going at it, 2 teams almost even Steven. I'm gonna go with the one which has the plus, and that's the New York Knicks with the plus 3.5. I understand the Sixers may actually win the game on this one and force a game 7, but I just can't imagine like a huge win by Philadelphia 76ers. Considering what happened for the New York Knicks in game number 5, I'm pretty sure that they would have some adjustments. Look at what happened to the Philadelphia 76ers when they lost at game number 2. In game number 3, they made a lot of adjustments, giving them the win. Now, I'm not saying that the Knicks will win, although it is a possibility. But what I'm trying to say is that, for sure, the New York Knicks and the coaching staff would actually address what happened towards the last part of that game. And the 3.5 spread is already a protection for any of these 2 teams, especially if it's a plus. So I'm taking the New York Knicks with a plus 3.5. Not really sure who's gonna win, win the game outright, but the plus 3.5 for me is gonna be safe. So my pick would be the New York Knicks plus 3.5. Peace out, pase love, and God bless.